We're here in the city centre on Darlington Street looking at the next oncoming phase of our city centre improvements. So over the next 2.5 years we're going to see a transformation of Darlington Street, Queen Square and Lichfield Street as we see new pedestrian spaces brought to our city, better and improved cycle infrastructure and more reliable bus services crossing our city centre. This is a really important thing for Wolverhampton as we see that our city changing over the coming years. We've already made massive investment into our visitor experience in the city centre because we want people to visit our city and enjoy it from the very first moment that they arrive here. We've seen that previous phases of the city centre improvement scheme have already brought massive benefits to Wolverhampton, whether that's down Victoria Street where we've attracted new private investment in the Super Bowl UK, in the Manda Centre, where they've actually explicitly stated that they've joined us there because of the safe and nice environment created by the previous scheme, or whether that be outside the University of Wolverhampton at the halls where we've seen world-class performances almost every single night in our city with fantastic external space. So this absolutely isn't a pedestrianisation scheme. What we're seeing here is an improvement of spaces for people who come into our city, shop in our city and stay in our city. This is about improving that visitor experience without changing access for buses or taxis and while improving access for cyclists and pedestrians. Vehicle changes won't be that huge, with only one change coming to Lichfield Street, but massive improvements for buses, cycling, walkers and taxis. What's really important to remember is this is all externally grant funded. Whether that's from the City Region Sustainable Transport Settlement or from the Towns Fund, it means the council has had to submit a proposal that matches the requirements of that fund. Now that means for things like that, things like CRUS, things like the Towns Fund, they want to see improved pedestrian access, improved cycling access and improved reliability for buses. That means that when we get this kind of money, there are only certain things we can spend it on, and we've chosen to improve our city centre, widen pavements and make our area a much nicer place to visit. So the final phase of the works will include Lichfield Street, and that will mean that our city centre will finally be connected all the way from Darlington Street up to our brand new city centre transport interchange. That means bus, train and tram are right on the doorstep alongside a better connected bus, cycling and pedestrian route straight into our city centre. That's the exact kind of thing our business needs with new event spaces and new access, whether you're the new cinema opening in the Chubb building, the businesses that are already here, or the planned expansion to Wetherspoons and other city centre businesses. There'll be more footfall and easier navigation right into the heart of our city. We've co-produced these ideas of how we're going to best maintain access to our city centre while we're doing this. While there'll be minor disruptions, we'll be supporting our local businesses and we encourage everyone to get out there, pop into a local business and support our traders over the course of these works.